Hi, it's Eve from Collective Chickadee, and I'm back with part 2 with making this fairy journal. Where I left off, we were making the coin envelopes. We're going to decorate them, and I will just continue on doing that. I think I have these where they are the right size. Yes. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue that on here. Alright, from here I'm just going to turn this over on the other side and trim it right where the envelope is. And we will just go ahead and glue those other pieces to the tops of the coin envelopes. Good, good. So there's the top part. Now we're going to flip it over and do the other side. And I think, since I haven't cut this down, I did split it down in the middle. I'm going to adhere it first on the top of the coin. I do have a reason for it. Okay, is that how I want it? Okay, so that is like that. And I'm just going to cut the back side again. This way I know where I need to cut it off. And let's go ahead and do the other one. So I was telling you guys about my flat tire, of how lucky I was to get it there and not when we were up in the mountains and the boonies, and all the help that we got, because truly I needed all the help that we could get, and it took over an hour for us to figure that out with all the help that I had. So it was all good. So I came home and told Rich about our ordeal and how I wasn't able to loosen up the lug nuts on my own because I didn't have a pole, and that my jack wasn't high enough or tall enough to lift up my car. So before he even came inside to eat dinner or take his UPS uniform off, he found a pipe that will fit over my lug nut loosener thing and got me some plywood and threw it in my truck so I can put my jack on that so it will be high enough. He didn't like that I wasn't able to do that on my own. And I just thought, okay, I got myself a great fella, which I already knew. Of course I already knew, but for him to do that for me right before he came inside, I thought was wonderful. So it ended up being all good. All right, so this are complete, except I need to put the cards in, and I already got some cardstock and I stamped it, and what we are going to do is just adhere this thing in here. Let's see, I think I want it in this one though. So I'll make sure it's all the way down inside the pocket. And I'm just going to glue that in there. I'll use some wet glue this time. Make sure I have that in there straight. Okay, so those little envelopes are ready to put back into our Naked Journal. Remember when I had put this in and I forgot these fun little envelopes. So I'm just going to tuck it underneath that piece of paper. And that is where we are going to have our puzzled piece coin envelopes. I'm going to just reach back here with some glue to stick that on there. We will come back with doing the tag pockets. So let's just go ahead and move forward to this one. So we had used these pages prior, so this is the leftovers. That's the great thing is that we're going to use the same papers. I'm just going to go ahead and measure that up. We are going to go ahead, place this here. So I hope all of you are doing well and enjoying the last bit of summer before fall comes. I have to say that I've been doing everything I can to enjoy the outdoors. I've done lots of hiking and camping this year, which we don't always get to do, and then my friends have invited us to go horseback riding and mule riding, which is super fun and not the normal that we get to do all the time. And if I have posted some of the images on Instagram and of course my Facebook page, but I know not everybody is on those other sites, but if you ever feel like taking a peek, I'd love for you to find me. It's under on Instagram. It's under collectivechickadee_. How's that? No, collective_chickadee. That's what it is. All right, there's those. Now let's find the page. Just let me go ahead and trim that up so it fits. We'll just go ahead and adhere this in its place. So I am headed off to visit my mom again in North Dakota. She has a couple eye surgeries coming up and she wanted me to be with her. For sure I can be with her on the first one, but the second one I'm not sure because it's not until the 15th. And I just don't like to be gone that long, but I'll just assess, see how she's doing, and if I feel like she is really needing me, then I'm gonna stick around, of course. But if I don't have to be, I would much rather come home and enjoy fall. This is the paper I want. Yeah, I think I'll just go ahead and do this one. It's just, my mama's never, she's been so independent and she's never just needed anyone before. And so when I hear her get worked up about stuff, of course I just want to ease her anxiety and help her. I'm fortunate enough to be able to do that too. It would just kill me if I wouldn't be able to. So instead of taking my little dogs this time, I'm going to leave them home with Tana Banana. She's here. She's going to be helping parents homeschool their kids because school isn't going on full time. And so she has been having all sorts of interviews with these parents and the kiddos, and school really doesn't start until, I guess, the 9th. So she doesn't even know how crazy busy she's going to be, and I have a feeling that if she's not completely as busy as she wants to be at that time, I think after a week or so, I think more parents are going to give her a call because, oh my gosh, my kids would not have learned anything if I was in charge of teaching them. I really, I mean it. Especially after 4th grade. My poor daughter. Have I told you these stories before? I have no idea. So my daughter was in high school, and she was, what am I looking for? Oh, she was needing some help with her homework. And she's like, Mama, can you help me? I'm like, sure, what you got? And she reads this problem to me, and I'm like, honey, I am so sorry. I'm not going to be able to help you with this. I don't know anything about geometry. And she just started crying. And she goes, Mom, this is a geography problem, not a geometry problem. Yeah, I had no idea. No clue. What she read me, I sure thought it was geometry, not geography. Okay, we're getting closer. Let's do the little flap in the pocket. All right, for that little fold out pocket, I use this piece here. What am I looking for? The scissors. I'm just going to grab this extra piece that we have and kind of measure it up. I have a feeling, I know what I'll do. Let me go ahead and trim this side off. And I'll just fold it in half. We'll just make it work. Yeah, that'll work. How tall do I want it to be though? Where's my pencil? There it is. Alright, let me just ink up these edges. Alright, I don't know if you see what I'm doing. So, this was one of our scrap papers. I just folded it in half, so it's going to be a backdrop for this pocket here. So there'll be a pocket right here. And on the back side, it's just going to be a journaling space. So I'm going to tuck this little flap from the cutout on the inside and glue that, because we don't need to see that part. Then I'm going to go ahead and just glue this so it's one solid piece. Like so. And this little flap is going to go in the back envelope pocket. Like so. So I am going to put a little glue right on the edge here to secure that little tuck spot, and also the bottom. I could have made another pocket here instead of closing it up, but I'm okay with that. Maybe the next one. And I'll just put a little glue on here and stick that in that back pocket. That is our journal. All we have to do is pimp it out now. We'll put some tags in here. We'll make some tag pockets here. And we will stitch in some pages. here. And another pocket. Pockets here. So that is it. How fun is that? So that is the next part. Let's pimp this baby out. All right. I think the first thing I should do is put our signature in. And I want that to be after the second page right here. And we're going to use this as the signature cover. So let me go ahead and get that ready. Alright, so I have the signature cover that's stamped with the cute little fairy on the vine, and then I have 4 pages in here that I have various fairies stamped in mushrooms and little hedgehogs and dancing fairies, more mushrooms, and then that's the end. But in the center of the signature, to hide my stitching, I am going to place this envelope in here. And so to do that, I have to stitch it in my book. It's going to go right in front of the little flap here. I'm just going to do 3 little holes, and I'll be right back, but I'm just going to stitch this in my journal. And then when I glue these together, I want to bring them up to the center, otherwise it's going to be all wonky. So you want to bring it up to the center, fold those in, and glue it together like so. So we have our signature in there. We need to put something here just to hold that down. Let me find a piece. I'm going to use this little piece of scrap here. And I'm going to glue it on a piece of cardstock just so it's a little sturdier. Here's one of the tags from the kit. I backed it on some cardstock. I just need to poke a hole in here. And we'll just tie some string. String it through here. Then I like to pull out by the loop here, thread this in and tighten it back up. And grab a little stapler. Here's one. All right, let's go ahead and glue those down. I'm so glad you guys stopped by to make this journal with me. And of course, you could make this so much fancier and with a lot more embellishments. You could have stitched all around all these pages and all these tags, and it would look super great. The only reason I didn't do that was because I thought I was short on time to make this, but that's what's so fun about our craft. Sometimes we can just jump in and just go gun-ho with all sorts of embellishments and bells and whistles, and even if you do simple layouts like this, add a little stamp, a little tag, it's amazing how they can still turn out really super cute. And if you don't have a sewing machine and you like the stitching effect, of course you can grab a pin and just make little stitching lines with your pin. All right, so we got that. We just need to let that dry a little bit before I stick something in there. Your pocket. Oh, I know what I want to do. I want to put some belly bands, and I already sewed some stitching. I probably should have used a darker thread, but I think it will still look great. Oh, but they're too long. All right, so maybe I have to restitch it. I better mark this with a pin. Here's a piece of vellum for the vellum pocket in the back. Alright, so I have all these little, let's see, all these little things I need to cut out so I can stick in the tags here, or in the pocket, excuse me. Need to put a couple tags in here. I need a pocket. Alright, I just thought of something that I can do. Since I wanted these on here and I stitched them wrong, I think I'll just glue those on the top so it looks like they're still stitched, just to save some time, and it still looks kind of cool. I think I'll even ink these so it shows up a little bit better. Alright, so we did it. We made the little fairy journal. It is super cute, super easy, and like I said, you can definitely make it more unique. You could have added the stitches, you could have added more ephemera and also fibers, I mean anything. I do need to still back my tags with tea-dyed paper and put some fibers, but I'm running short on time. I still need to pack for North Dakota. I hope to leave tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the morning, and it's a 12-hour drive, which is kind of yucky when it's by yourself. I'd love to drive, but that can get kind of tiring. So I still need to put things in this pocket, and but I just wanted to do this craft with you and you with me. I hope you learned something new, and like I said, just make it your own. Of course, you could make this so much more fancier by adding stitching and grommets and ephemera and just fibers, anything. But like I said, I'm just happy that I was able to do this with you guys and you do it with me. I do have plans for this little one. As you know, I have one that I made for my mom's friend, and the whole time that I knew I was going to do this, I had it in my mind that I'm going to make this for Celeste Gardner. She is one of my subbies, and she's just been on my heart lately. And Celeste, if you could private message me and give me your address, I would love to send this out to you when I get back from North Dakota visiting my mama. I hope the rest of you all are doing well, and thank you once again for stopping by. Leave a comment if you have any questions. When I get back, I do hope to jump in with all 4 feet. I am going to do those the Gypsy Cowgirl journals, and I have those all ready, set to go to do a step-by-step tutorial on those as well. So until next time, warmest of wishes. Bye.